Hello everybody, my name's Atley. Welcome back to my SnowRunner Hard Mode playthrough. Chilling out in the Ford F750. Just driving up. This truck was in Grainwoods where I left it probably over a dozen episodes ago now. I left it at one of the warehouses in Grainwoods. And I want some repair points, and I was kind of ready to start recording and resuming logging. Last episode we were doing logging. This episode and probably next episode we'll be doing some logging. You know how it goes. I was just getting ready to record and press the record button and my client crashed. And for some reason this map always seems to be, no matter what I've been doing before, when I reload or when I load the client, it's midnight. And I just don't really like starting the episode in the dark. So I was casting around, and the Azov needs repair points, basically. So long story short, this Ford has been fully refueled and resupplied with repair points, and is coming up to the railway station where the Azov is parked from the end of the last episode, and is going to do repair points. The Azov suspension took a bit of a hammering, couple of big hits in the last episode, and it's only got 50 points of suspension left, and I don't fancy fighting that and being in the middle of nowhere and needing a rescue. So I thought I'd use the dark to drive the Ford up to do some repairs. I was talking about repairs a few episodes ago, and Friday said, well, where's your Ford? That's its job. And yeah, it's a good point. So that I can start the episode in the dawn rather than the dark, I've just driven the Ford up. And quite enjoyed it. It's a lovely truck to drive. And I've driven it in first person just because I kind of prefer first person a lot of the time. I'll record third person for the series just because it's better for viewers, I think. Most people seem to prefer third person perspective, but I quite like driving in first. So we will repair the Azov. Yeah, so 50 points, so 1/3 health left in the suspension, and I think it seems to affect durability, doesn't it? Because I look, exactly 100 points needed. Utility mount. I think once it's got some damage, it seems to take more damage. That makes sense. Azov is fully fueled because, as you can see, I also drove, before I was ready to press record before, I also drove the Tatra Phoenix fuel truck over because both the Azov and the Cat will need fuel before they can continue much more logging. So I'll just park the Ford here for now. And we'll change truck. Am I close enough? No, didn't think so. So we'll jump into the Azov now, which is fully repaired. Thank you very much, Mr. Ford. Off we go. And then we're going to go back up to the same logging camp where I tipped this thing over with this cursed trailer in the last episode. And this, the last couple of episodes, I've tipped this truck over. And I'm not saying that this is the reason why, but it's like, can't get out that end, can I? Don't know that I like this route for the Azov. Can I get out that end? Don't think so. I'm gonna turn this around here. I don't really want to. I took the Cat out through this exit and across that swampy bit, no problem, but I don't fancy doing that in the Azov. So I'm just going to turn it round and take it out the way we came in. But yeah, I started the last couple of episodes with big plans of getting 3 or 4 lots of long logs shifted in each. And just about managed to get 1 lot shifted. So maybe I could have gone through that gate out, that barrier. I am starting this episode. I'm just enjoying driving. And I'll get done what I get done. Oh, okay, so I could have come out through there. It looked like one of the concrete walls from a distance. This type of wall on the end. level of detail, that didn't look like I could have crashed through that gate, but obviously I could have. Gone a bit too far. So the plan for this episode, once I get past this little sticky bit, is to load the cat and Voron AE with medium logs from this logging camp that I'm going to, where I left them last episode. Once they're both loaded, load long logs into this, and then take all 3 batches to the railway station. And if I'm not mistaken, that will empty this logging camp out, and then move on to the next logging camp. But we'll see how much we get done in the episode. If I can get 1 lot of longs and 2 mediums done, I'll be happy. There is a trend lately, and you guys will have noticed. I've shortened the duration of my episodes by a fair bit. Up until end of Yukon, most of my episodes, I would say, have been, I would say the average has probably been about 50, between 50 and 55 minutes average duration. And that's more than anything, that's not a deliberate thing, that's more than anything a factor of this game is the slowest game we love to play, and it takes ages to get anything done. But it also, as a result of that, has been taking ages to get anything edited. And to make my life a little bit easier, and to avoid burning out on this game, I've cut my recording time down from the usual 90 minutes. I was editing, record 90 and edit it down to about 55. I'm now recording about an hour and editing it down to about 35 to 40 minutes. I think it's better anyway for YouTube. I'm still doing 3 a week, so it's still quite a lot of work to get those done. But hopefully, you know, I said in the last one that it's a bit shorter than normal, but actually it's not that different to some of the recent normal ones that I've been doing. So yeah, slightly shorter episodes, hopefully a little bit easier to watch. But obviously it also does mean then that the season is going to take longer to complete than it would have done otherwise. Right, is that going to let me load? Obnoxious radio apart. Is that going to let me load long logs? It is going to let me load. So I want mediums to start with. So we'll put 3 lots. And then kill my engine. And we'll jump into the cat to start with. I think we'll load the cat first. Quite enjoy driving this thing. It's a big old beast of a vehicle. Position it close enough that the logging crane can reach. Should do. I think. Maybe back a little bit more. That'll do. And then change track. Obnoxious radio, go away, please. I wish I knew whether or not you could definitely get a copyright strike from that. Because if you can, I'll just leave it on. I don't mind it as a player. I just mind it as a YouTuber. Position my camera away from it a little bit. Maybe put my legs down. Doesn't quite look in, does it? Have to move that one again. One thing that I have decided is that my next map, I am taking the Aramatsu again. Because I just much prefer it for log loading over this. Such a better crane. And as much as anything else, when I am inevitably loading in the dark, with the Aramatsu, you got really good working lights. So I think it makes better footage anyway. Change truck into the AE. Rinse, repeat. Remind myself, is this always on? Yes, it is. Yeah, always on, always on. Nice. Engine up, load some longs. So this should be all that's left. Yeah, this is the last lot of cargo out of here. That's the end of it as a loading zone. It really isn't worth the bother of carrying two, but sometimes it's not easy to avoid it. Like that. One of them drops in beautifully. Accidentally, I didn't mean to drop them there. That's just what happened. And then that's pushed the other end of both of them out. Hopefully that's okay. Screens should be fine. Right. Phew. So restore the crane, back the cargo, and then turn my engine off. I've just had a thought. I've got to do something about fuel. So change into the AE, which has got 50 litres, but generally the AE isn't used to drop. I don't use the engine on the AE. Generally, if I'm in the AE, I want that pole then. Got that stuck somehow on the... How have I got that stuck on the Azov? There we go. Stuck on the tire of the Azov. But the cat is pretty much low as well because I put some fuel from the cat into the Azov. So let's get back into the Azov and see how much fuel the cat's got as we drive past, because all I need is to get back to the railway station in the Azov, and then the Phoenix can fill all of us up again. Not a bad convoy, is it? So what is my fuel situation in the cat? It's not too bad, actually. Cat can probably make that, but let's put a bit more in. I'm sure the Azov can do that. And then that is a screenshot if ever I've seen one. Yeah, quick photo opportunity there. I think I'll take the Azov out first. Oh, lovely sunny day. The last time I didn't take this wide enough. This time I might have taken it a bit too wide. Just gotta be careful with that trailer. No. Oh. Seriously? I cannot do a logging episode without tipping this thing over this week. I don't know what's going on with this. Seriously? Well then, Mr. Cat. Hope you don't mind. I need your services again. I'll just take it on its own for a minute, get this back on its wheels, and then I'll drive the AE to join it after. No, I won't. Because I've left the AE with enough fuel for that, I'm sure. Oh, look at it. I wonder if I can just put my nose in against that tree. My handbrake's on. And if I can just pull like off my side and let the winch do it without me having to use the engine. But more importantly, will it stay there? Get it to reverse with me a little bit. Oh, right, okay, so two of the lugs stayed in. Nice sunny day, he says. It's not the Azov's fault. Obviously. Driver error. Oh, hello, that one just fell right in. But I got to move these other two slightly. Should do. Try that again, shall we? Nothing happened here. Nothing to see here. Move along. It is quite rolly. I wonder, yeah, is it because the suspension's raised? But then this feels like the sort of terrain where you would want the raised suspension. Maybe, hang on a minute. Let's think about this. Maybe the thing about, so this, before I got the active suspension, this was a very good truck. Unless its chin was caught on stuff. So maybe only put the raised suspension on when the chin's got an actual problem. And most of the time drive it lowered. Because it's got to make it a bit more tippy. It only seems to move it up a few inches, but... I am definitely not blaming the suspension. I just realised what... honestly, I don't mean to blame the suspension. That is definitely a driver error, but it's not going to help, is it? I'll see how it goes with the suspension lowered and just raise it when the chin's digging into something. Right, ignore that because there's some right good tree stumps in there. I bet I'm not on one. Nope, thought not. Oh. But that's held well, whatever I'm on. That'll hold better though. Can't believe that. A nice sunny day, he says. Nice sunny day. Tip, over she goes. Right. See there, the chin caught, but we got away with it. I suppose it's not a bad thing anyway to have the ability to raise the suspension in reserve. But generally keep your centre of gravity as low as you can in normal use. Right. Engine off. Deliver 1. So there's 2 more lots of longs needed. Have I already done mediums into here? Let's get some fuel. And pull forward out the way because the cat and the AE need to come through next. And then let's have a quick look at that map. What's that contract actually say? Yeah, I've already done the mediums. So the mediums that I've just picked up, I wanted to do anyway, but I'm going to probably be taking them to the sawmill, I think. I'll check that after, but for now I'll just get them down to the railway station. Out of the logging camp safely. But I think these might be going to the sawmill to be turned into planks. No. No. Oh, there's nothing there. There's nothing above me to grip. Don't think I can reach any of the trees. Is that a tree? Don't think so. Trying to turn into it. Hang on. There's a... That'll do. That'll keep me down. Oh, that was a bit hairy. Very high centre of gravity, isn't it? Logs, generally. It's a little bit of a warning shot across my bows there. Let's get straight on this corner before I try to attach them and pull them in convoy. Maybe even go as far as I can. I'm just worried that you've got a lot less control if this is on a rope behind the cat. Cat will pull it no problem, but this is wobbling around like crazy. Did well to stay up then, to be fair. Coming into dark, so we'll get some lights on. See if I can get a pull from my tail. I haven't got a lot of fuel in this, but see if it'll do it. Decent stump. Right, there's no point in me going around that corner. I may as well crash this gate down out of the way. Because all these need to do is go somewhere else. So that'll do for that one. Safely delivered to the railway station, just. I need to swing around for fuel, but maybe I'll just bring fuel to it. And then the cat, I'm sure, get itself out with no problems. Right. Whoa. Yeah, very gnarly terrain. Not very squishy and forgiving. But then this one exaggerates the tippy because it rotates on that axis as well. There's a little bit of water. Avoid that too much. But yeah, because it doesn't just articulate on that joint, it also rotates. I'm going to be careful of that water, but... And it can be a bit dicey to get the nose around. So I'm intending, I think I've mentioned this before, in a Muir, to use the Antarctic for long logging. That's what I bought it for in Kola. And didn't have a great deal of success with it and basically called it an elephant and left it in the garage. It exaggerates the handling more so than this one even. But I'm hoping that this will give me enough practice that I'll be able to drive it without looking like a total idiot. And if not, it'll just be interesting viewing, hopefully. So yeah, that is my plan, is in a Muir, the Aramatsu, probably this cat, and the Antarctic. All three of them articulated could be my logging combo. Let's just put this in front, and then the Phoenix can come and fuel them both up when I'm ready. Right, so let's have a look at where we are now. We want to be in the Azov, and we're going to be going to this logging camp. I just want to check whether I need those mediums anywhere else. So confirmed, those two lots of mediums are going to go into the sawmill and get turned into planks. And then I think there's enough mediums south for me to not worry about the ones that are in this camp I'm about to go to. But let's just get up to this new logging camp. Not been up here before, I don't think. Maybe in a scout, but I don't remember it. Time-wise, I'm not doing too bad to get one of these lots of longs done. Hope if it all goes well. Big if, I know. Right, quite a tight loading area. So maybe not too bad if I don't have to come in with a cat and load in parallel. But train loading in the dark, I'm afraid. Lap pack? Yep. Right. What am I going to do about a route out? I'm tempted to push forward. And then hug the railway line home. See how that goes. So pick my way down through these rocks. Carefully does it. Push a couple of saplings out the way. And then really it's a case of weaving a way through here, but I've driven through this numerous times, including just now in the Ford. Not too bad. I'm on something. It is a route, yeah. Let's see if we can get to that one that's way out in front. That'll give me a better... Just seem to get a better pulling strength on a longer line. For whatever reason. Even if the direction isn't that different. When you get close to it, the power drops off. And then I need to pull in and probably get on the track now. Maybe after. Yeah, maybe get on the track after this rock. And see if I can get down and basically follow the track now. Maybe not wheels on the track if I can avoid it. Because it does put you at quite a camber. Right, that should be alright now. Get on the track. Not too bad at all. Now, one more and it's done. Can I manage one more, do you think? Look, check me out reversing this trailer. Very, very, very slowly and carefully. On tarmac's a bit different to doing it out in the wilds though. Before I commit, what's my fuel like? Yeah, it's alright. I was full before I went. I've used about a third of a tank to get there and back. No reason to assume I wouldn't be able to do the same again. Right, that went alright, but it's still not daylight. I'm a bit surprised at that. I thought it was coming in. What time is it? Yeah, it's still 5 AM. Still full dark. Okay, in that case, let's just get on with it. Same route out. Pretty much follow the same tyre tracks. We are in raised mode. Don't know if that's an actual tree or not. Yeah, it is. Cool. Yeah, that's dawn just arriving now. Try that one. As long as it doesn't pull me too far sideways. I don't want to count my chickens before they've hatched, but we're there, right? What could possibly go wrong? So actually, delivering 3 lots of long logs and collecting 2 lots of mediums ready to be delivered onto the sawmill for production purposes feels like pretty good progress. That's not too bad as an episode, is it? Got quite a lot done. It's funny when you come into it without any grand plans, just driving for the fun of it and chilled out. Maybe, yeah, I know I tipped it over, but even that wasn't that bad, really. So yeah, quite happy with the progress there. Deliver these, that will complete that contract. I'm sure. Yeah, there we go. Contract completed. 12,800. Just what we needed. Thanks for your work. You're welcome, mate. You're welcome. So that's pretty good progress. I'm happy with that. Got quite a lot done today. 3 lots of long logs delivered. 2 lots of mediums picked up. That's pretty good going. And picked the truck up that had fallen on its side, reloaded the cargo. So 4 lots of logs loaded, really long logs if you think about it. But anyway, that is going to be a wrap for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you in the next one. But in the meantime, thanks and goodbye.